debt to you for keeping me on this earth. I will repay you in any way I can.
I'm off to Poland to sort things out without you.
What about me?
It's always you! What about you?
Now, are you ready to spill the beans about your mystery man?
I am only here as a guest of your mum's because you allow me.
He'll come back and everything will be the same as it always was.
I nearly bumped into Roxy just now. Blimey, I didn't even recognise her at first. I had to hide behind a privet. Did I do well?
Yes, you did well. But I think it's really time that I came clean. You know, it's not fair on her, or Dennis really, for that matter. And he's never even met you, has he? And I think he'd really like it, you know, if he had an uncle around.
Oh, that's a shame. I quite enjoyed the incognito act. Very exciting. Add spice to your morning. Living dangerously. What are you going to tell her about us?
Oh, that we're seeing, we've just become friends. That's okay, isn't it, to say that?
I suppose there's nothing wrong with saying we're just friends. If that's what we are.
Here again. If I was an insecure teenager, I might be thinking that you were trying to replace my father.
Josh, look. Josh! Are you okay? Are you okay? Josh. What's going on? Thought I lost you for a moment there. What happened? All those endorphins gone to your head, probably. What are you talking about? You were doing exercises. You nearly got to 100 sit-ups, remember? I don't know what's happening to me. No, shh. It's okay. It's probably normal. 2 weeks after an op. Okay.
Well, I've met someone.
Nat!
Yeah, a friend from the past. Well, it's Woody. Eddie Dexter.
Eddie. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. That is so great. That's fabulous.
You are joking.
Hang on. You know, he's all grown up now. You haven't seen him for years.
No, Eddie was, no, he was nice. It was his brother we don't talk about. I'm thrilled for you, darling.
Alex, I think you'd really get on. You know. Can I bring him round?
Yeah, that'd be lovely. I mean, I could see Eddie again.
It's Woody now.
Yeah, well, not under my roof.
But what about Dennis, all right? He's his uncle. I mean, you know, he's gonna have to meet him, isn't he?
The last thing Dennis needs is to be introduced to Woody. What kind of influence is that going to have on him?
It could be good for him, you know, another male role model or something.
Yeah, well, he's got one.
Look, why don't I have a little do round at my house, and those that want to come can, and those who don't.
Can stay away if they've got any sense.
We'd love to be there. I think that's a fantastic idea. Thank you, darling.
I'll get it for you. In the meantime, you're to stay right here and not touch anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's ready. Never mind. Very well done. Thank you very much. Glad to see someone else gets that treatment. I thought it was just me. Hey, gang. Friends of Natalie's.
Hi, just here to borrow a textbook.
Right. Do you know why he wears those things indoors?
Oh, sunglasses. Oh, he probably thinks it's cool.
Maybe he thinks he's Elvis.
You'll have to learn to read first.
Yeah? Buy me glasses. What do you think?
Freaks.
Is that Polski vodka?
Oh, yes, mate, it is.
Ah, good. I will only drink the Polish vodka, the best vodka in the world.
Well, good to see you back. How was your trip?
Not the greatest, but the vodka.
Oh, have one. On the Ski.
Cheers, Ski.
Not drink leads to woman. Too many woman.
I have an uncle. Oh, here now. I mean, where's he been? Has he been away or something?
Well, something like that, yeah.
Wow.
Look, Dang, you don't have to meet him if you don't want to.
No, of course I do. Yeah.
Well, it's just... I don't know what he's like these days.
Yeah, but you might know who my dad is. I mean, I'm sorry, Mum. It just slipped out.
No, Dang, it's all right, you know. I can't expect you to feel the same way about your dad as I do, can I? Now, look, don't go getting all excited, but I thought that maybe tomorrow we could pop over and meet him. I mean, what do you think about that?
Oh, what do I think? Oh, epic, Mum. Epic.
Where's Dad and Donna?
Oh, they had to pop out. Left the bar in my capable hands.
Shouldn't you use a measure for that? It's expensive. And Dad keeps a record of everything used before any orders from the brewery.
Man, you British are so uptight. You know the only solution, don't you? Happier! You hear that, guys? I'm in charge. The first round's on the house.
You seem happy lately. Different.
Well, maybe things are just beginning to look up a little. Wish I could say the same for you. You know, you're not looking too good.
It's the blackouts. They're happening again. More of them.
Really? When was the last one?
This morning. Why is this happening to me?
Well, you've been through a great deal of trauma, Josh. Maybe your brain is just choosing not to remember certain things. Even with the medication. If it keeps happening, we could send you for a brain scan.
No.
You must trust me, Josh. You know that I trust you.
How do you know, though? You're not there when it happens. You weren't there that night with Jane.
Now, Josh, now, please, calm down. Look, the more anxious you get and the more worked up you get, the more likely you're going to bring one on.
Well, where on earth have you been?
Poland, actually.
Yes, I know that. But what were you thinking of, upping and leaving without talking to any of us? Poor Frankie's been in a terrible state. I mean, she didn't know how long you were going before. She didn't even know if you were coming back.
Look, I know I hurt Frankie badly, Fiona. I'll make it up to her.
Yeah, but it'll take more than just sorry. The poor child has been desperate.
I know it was hasty, but it's something I really had to do, all right?
Well, it's not just Frankie. I mean, Mike has been under terrible pressure trying to run the business on his own. You have responsibilities there as well. In fact, Will, you seem to have forgotten the meaning of the word responsibility.
Fiona, you're talking to an adult, an equal, not one of your pupils. I know all about responsibility. Now off you go and lecture someone who can't answer back.
I want you to tell me your worst fear. What you think of at night when you're alone. What terrifies you.
So, are you guilty or not?
Josh, I saved your life. You owe me. Tell me your worst fear.
I think I might have killed Jane.
Jane. Killed her. You think you might have. Don't touch me!
No, wait.
Why?
I don't know that I have.
Killed Jane? Why?
I've been getting these blackouts. I don't know what happens when I'm in them, but I'm terrified that I've done something terrible to her, and I can't remember.
You do bad things?
I don't know. Sometimes I find myself in places that I can't remember getting there.
That's terrible. But fascinating. We need to assess how dangerous you really are. I'm leaning towards a little controlled experiment, but I have to be here when it happens.
I don't think...
Trust me. I just need to gather information. In the meantime, no contact with anyone for Josh, especially female. You could be a menace to society.
Frankie!
Dad? Where have you been?
Sorry, I know. I didn't mean to upset you. It's just something I really had to do.
Dad, it's fine. Everyone's got stuff they need to get out of their systems. So, did you find her?
Look, now's not a good time, all right?
Oh, okay. Look, I'm going to get my stuff from Tom's later, and then I'm going to cook us a nice meal. And then I want to hear the whole story, and everything. I want to hear it all.
Yeah, right.
It's going to be so nice to get back to normal.
Hello, son. I just wondered if you Oh, right,
It must be important for you to go as far as waking me up.
Well, I just wondered if you, wanted to spend a bit of time together. Bit of fishing. I've got a mate who's got a cracking little boat down on Deptford Creek. Pictures. I can see what's on at the local flea pit. There's a new casino. We could have a bit of a gamble. Bet you haven't got that in Singapore, eh?
No, that's right up my boulevard. Give me 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Right. Where's the next job?
Oh, let me guess. You're either a burglar or somebody I used to share an office with a really long time ago.
Yeah, sorry and all that.
Well, it's supposed to be a partnership. No, we're supposed to keep each other in touch with what's going on. What do you mean you're swanning off like that?
Look, believe me, mate, it was something I had to do. Have you been coping?
I've been more than coping, thank you. It's not really the point, is it? Still, it is nice to have you back. So, no Anya with you then?
No, that didn't work out. Done with all that rubbish. Clean break. Women, nothing but trouble.
Oh, come on, Will. I know you've had a bad experience, but no need to go back to your old single life.
Oh, I won't be going back to all that. So, from now on, I'll be looking after number one. And I've realised women are only good for one thing. And I'll tell you what, those Eastern European honeys are really something else.
Honeys? Well, what's getting to you?
Well, it's not what's got into me, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
They're all up for it. I mean, full on, all of them. And I'll tell you what, they will do anything you want.
What? Anything?
Anything.
Believe him.
Turns out he's a friend of Natalie's.
Oh, really? What's she like?
I don't know yet. Big meeting's tomorrow.
How absolutely extraordinary. And how bizarre that your mother withheld this information from you for all these years.
What?
Well, she obviously knew of his existence and she chose not to tell you.
Yeah, I suppose.
You could have had a wonderful uncle throughout your childhood. Uncles and aunts play a very important part in a child's development.
Yeah, I think he's been abroad.
My uncle used to take me to museums, galleries, Shakespeare, the ballet.
all to broaden my fertile, youthful imagination.
Never got the chance to do that.
You like ballet?
Exactly. She denied you that. Your emotional development was arrested. In fact, one could argue she denied you your basic human rights.
I was thinking, maybe being without my uncle has arrested my emotional development. Maybe even denying me my basic human rights.
Now I've heard it all.
Where on earth did that come from?
Well, I mean, I could have had a really cool uncle when I was growing up.
You haven't met him yet.
I mean, it could have been really important, but you chose not to let me know. I mean, you knew he existed.
Oh, okay, all right. I didn't tell you he lived nearby. No.
What do you mean nearby? You said he lived abroad.
I just didn't, thought you'd be confused by it, that's all.
I'm not stupid. I could have handled having an uncle, especially one that lived nearby. I mean, it's more difficult growing up without them, remember?
I just thought that if you saw Woody, Danny might come back, that's all.
No, don't go, love, please. Look, I know this is hard for you, all right? But please try and understand, hey, love?
I understand. And I think I'll understand a lot better when I see my uncle finally tomorrow.
I missed you so much. I was worried you might not come back.
Oh, come on, Frankie. I just had a little break, that's all.
I know. You just had to get Anya out of your system, didn't you? And I know it's especially hard when you haven't had a girlfriend for years.
Well, yes, you could say that.
She really wasn't right for you at all, was she? You just need to settle back into being at home again now. No more hopeless romances, eh?
Frankie, from now on, I will be doing exactly what I want to be doing when I want to be doing it, with or without your permission. That's the new normal around here, okay?
I keep thinking I'm getting better, and then... Do you trust me? Do you feel safe with me?
I do.
But does Josh feel safe with you? That's the question.
Della's just checking I'm all right. Keeping an eye on me.
I was under the impression there were no visitors allowed today.
Yeah, but Della...
I'll see you soon, Josh. I hope you start to get better.
I hope you've put a stop to the home baking, Delia. You're just putting her in danger.
We don't know that.
I was reading about people like you today. A Victorian man. By day, a mild-mannered boiler stoker on the Flying Scotsman. By night, a vicious axe murderer prowling the slums of Glasgow.
I'm nothing like that. Why are you doing this to me, Ryan? Why are you always here, all the time? What's the real reason?
I suppose I just don't have anyone I can spend this sort of time with anymore. Now that my father's gone, as well as Jane.
I know I'm not capable of that. I couldn't have killed her. I loved her.
Even more disturbing if you did then. I'm going to help you help yourself, Joshua. You need me more than ever now.
I think you should be careful of Django. I think he might take you for a ride.
A ride?
Yeah, well, at lunchtime he was laying into the spirits and giving loads away on the house.
Oh. Well, he gets a bit carried away. I'll keep an eye on him.
Yeah, but it's not just that, Dad. He thinks he can get anything he wants from you just because he's been away for a while.
He'll settle down. Don't you worry, son.
All right, Dad. Just don't say I didn't warn you, all right?
So, thought it was time to parade your new stud in front of the neighbours, huh, Mother?
Ryan, no. I will not have you talking about Woody like that. He's very... Well, we're very...
Worn out.
Close. We're close, that's all. We're close friends.
So why is it so important to introduce your close friend to Roxanne's rabble?
Oh, well, actually, there is something that I haven't told you about Woody.
But we don't have secrets, Mother.
Ryan, please. Look, this is important. Woody is Dennis's uncle. And I just thought it would be rather nice to host a little get-together so they could meet each other tonight. And Woody's daughter will be coming round as well later on, and, well, she's about the same age as you, and I thought it would be nice for us to meet her too. So you will be around, won't you? It would mean so much, you know, if you were.
Actually, I'm starting to feel rather unwell. I think I need to be far away from here. You'll just have to manage without me, Mother.
Now, if you remember the cheat at the beginning, you should know by now where the Joker is. Or am I too quick for you, old man? Ah, the screw-up fairy strikes again. I think another 60 years, and you'll get the hang of it, Dad.
Dad, I was thinking about inviting some friends around later.
Fair enough.
And mixing them all expensive cocktails and not asking any of them to pay. That'd be all right, wouldn't it? Seeing as it's the new rule for our family now.
Well, it's different for guests, son.
Sorry, Dan. Just until I finish my homework. Is that all right?
Yeah, fine.
We didn't get off to a very good start last night, did we? So tonight we should spend some quality time together. Go and get a video. Takeaway. Dad?
Yeah, all right.
Great! What time then? Dad, what time shall we eat?
Frankie, will you stop nagging me, please? I meant what I said last night. So let's just take things as they come, okay?
You haven't even unpacked yet. Don't worry, I'll sort it out. You can't just leave this ring just loose in your bag, Dad. What were you thinking of? Sorry. Sorry. I'll go and finish my homework at Tom's.
Speak to us. Something to keep us trying.
Well, Woody, this is Roxanne.
Rox, wow. Unbelievable. 17 years. You look just the same.
Yeah, that would be unbelievable. I mean, different haircut, heavily pregnant. Wow.
Right.
And this is Della.
Oh, yeah, my daughter. Nice to meet you.
Pleased to meet you too, Della. Yeah. Who's this?
Oh, we call it the bump. I've got two more at home, terrible twins.
Right.
Where's that picture they did? Oh, this is for you. They did it special.
For me?
Yeah.
Wow. Double trouble, eh? Great.
And there's my dad.
Yeah.
Right.
Alex. I mean, he really wanted to come here. You know, he'd love to, but he's up to his eyes DIY. You know.
A cab sab, all right for everyone?
Well, not for me, darling. You know. Anyway, so that'd be Dennis.
Right.
I'll get it. Oh.
I'll get it.
Anyway, he's very excited to meet you. I mean, I'm excited that he's excited that, you know, because, I mean, he's amazing.
Yeah, and, well, I'm excited. It's great.
Dennis, this is your Uncle Woody.
Actually, we've already met.
Yeah, good to see you again.
And you.
Oh.
We're going to induce a blackout in you. Think of it as a voyage of discovery, an investigation into the black recesses of your mind. We must confront the unknown, or we risk your further menacing society.
Right. It's freaking me out.
There's no going back now. We're bound together, you and I. Friends. Loyal friends. Together we must find out what happened to Jane. Even if it means embracing our worst fears. Now, come on! More sit-ups. Don't stop. Don't stop. Just let yourself black out.
Brian, that's enough.
Don't disobey me, Josh. You owe me, remember? You'd do it for Jane, wouldn't you, Josh?
the nun said to the plumber, "No, that's a plunger." Get it? It's a plunger. Old ones are the best, eh?
Not anyone? Oh, cheers, yeah. Anyway, get back to your point. See, I don't think it's important when you were born, it's who brought you up that influences you. You know, don't you think so, Nat?
Nurture v nature.
Yeah, well, when you're brought up and knowing one of your parents.
Oh, well, I mean, Alex has always been there for you, though, hasn't he, Dennis?
Ah, saved by the bell. Right. Okay, everyone. This is my beautiful daughter, Celeste.
Hiya, nice to meet you all. So sorry I'm late.
Be late for your own funeral, you?
I can't believe I'm meeting all these gorgeous cousins. And an auntie, too. Yeah.
Never had a cousin before.
Right, anyway, budge up. So I bet you're a Cheltenham fan, aren't you?
No, Arsenal. Why is Cheltenham the family team?
Well, of course, local side, isn't it? Supported them all my life.
What, and my dad?
Well, your dad, he didn't really have time for football. He was busy doing other things.
Like what?
Well, he had lots of interests, you know. He enjoyed getting out and about and meeting people.
Oh, great. Well, it's just like me.
Top up, anyone?
It's good. How much for another one? Listen, mate, it's on the house. In fact, I'll pay you to drink one. Django was in charge. He should have been looking after me. Obviously, I'm not as responsible as he is.
Sorry, son, I don't want you alone in the bar anymore. Don and me ain't there, you bard.
You were close then, like when you were kids, you and my dad.
Oh, yeah, we were.
You know what? I think it'd be better that we stuck to the present, you know? Leave the past behind, maybe?
I have a right to ask.
I know, love. It's just, you know, just thinking about you. Just don't want you getting hurt, that's all.
Well, yeah, what I think your mum's trying to say is...
Look, maybe you should have thought about that last night. Or maybe you should have thought about that 17 years ago.
Dennis!
Look, if everyone finds this so difficult, why don't you just go home and leave me to talk to my uncle?
Yeah, well, maybe you and I can hook up on our own a little bit later and have a chat about this, eh? If that's all right with everyone.
Dennis, I think your mum's only concerned.
Yeah, forget about it, Nat, you know. Don't think this has really got anything to do with me anymore, do you?
Well... Celeste, would you like to, have a look at my kitchen?
Lovely.
Keep these coming thick and fast.
Well, you have these strange wild eyes. So like, a desperate hyena.
What's got into him?
Bad hyena. Back in your cage, and what's the story about Annie? Well, I found her, but she didn't want me to find her. So I said, no more pandering to women. Hope you don't do that to me when I ring. No, those are people I don't want to talk to.
Oh, come on! Keep these orgasms coming, thick and fast.
The fact is, Dennis, your dad is bad inside, mate. It's like there's nothing can cure him.
No, I mean, he's my dad. I'm not a bad person. There's not a bad bone in me.
Yeah, well, maybe that's your mum's influence.
No, this isn't right. It's just... Tell me more about him. I mean, you must like him. I mean, blood thicker than water and...
Yeah, well, that's just maybe. But unfortunately, there's been a lot of bad blood. You're just going to have to take my word for it. Do you know what I mean? I'm sorry, it ain't good news. I ain't going to lie to you. But I can't just tell you what you want to hear, can I? Can I? And the truth of the matter is, well, I ain't seen your dad in more than 15 years.
You're lying. Well, I've only known you a few hours. I'm going to trust you. You haven't even told me anything about him.
Yeah, well, I wish I was lying.
No. You just don't want me to see him. You're just making all this up to stop me meeting him. I mean, ganged up with my mum. I mean, you can't stop me seeing my dad. Not one day. No matter how many lies you tell.
see, 25.
Oh, a tinsy wink's a bit higher.
I don't believe it. It's a secret. No ways to make you even younger.
Will must be a great guy to hit the town with. Someone a bit wild around here at last.
What? Why don't you see me when I get gone?
Dad, I've really got to talk to you about Dennis. Oh, I see. Thank you very much. Great, you know, you can't support me, but you can come here and drink, can't you? I mean, who's looking after the girls?
That's the complete stranger in off the street.
Ha ha.
I take it went badly.
Yeah, well, you could say that. Will! Oh, Will, you're back! Oh, hello. You going to introduce me then?
Not now, Roxy.
My name is Roxanne, and I am Will's oldest, well, not exactly oldest, but definitely closest friend.
It's good to see you, Roxy, but you're the kiss of death where romance is concerned. Now, will you just get off my case?
This is worse than I feared.
What happened?
Do you know whose hair this is?
Mine?
It's Della's, Josh. It belongs to Della.
Della.
Took me a while to figure it out too. But now it's all beginning to slot into place. You must have broken into Della's house, cut her hair and... well... I only hope you didn't do anything worse to the poor girl.
What do you mean?
I'm going to have to go and check that she's all right. In the meantime, you are not to step foot out of this bedroom.
Dad?
This is my daughter, Frankie. Frankie, this is Nigel.
Nicola.
Nicola. She's only 21, never been kissed.
Pleased to meet you. You're a friend of my dad.
For about the last 2 hours, yeah?
Oh, take away. Stop. He's probably cold now. I waited for you, and I called.
Oh, sorry. Look, hey, come on, bring it with you. We could have a food fight. Look, no need for plates. Look, I can think of something else you can eat it off.
Oh. Where are you going? What are you doing?
This is what grown-ups do, Frankie. Look. So, grow up. There's a good girl. Look, this is my flat. I can do what I want. See you in the morning.
Everyone's telling me he's bad. I mean, how do I know they're not lying to me? I mean, it's like they're the judge, the jury, everything.
Your father has suffered under a miscarriage of justice. Like Claudio in Measure for Measure. Convicted merely for not fitting in. Convicted for being human.
They've just written him off. And they're not giving me the chance to find out for myself.
Misplaced maternal protection. Like Medea. Rather slitting her children's throats than allowing them to face the new world. Your mother has thwarted your relationship with your father from day one.
Does that mean it's all her fault?
You don't need judge and jury to see that.
Guilty conscience keeping you awake, is
Jane.
it? So, are you guilty or not?
I don't know. I don't know what I've done.
Don't know or don't want to know?
No, really. I hope that I didn't harm you in any way. I'd never want to, but there's a side of me that comes out. I can't control it. I don't know what it is, but I'd never want to hurt you.
There's more than one side to all of us, Josh.
Are you all right?
The $1 million question.
careful you don't rip the table. I've known my dad to kick people out for doing that. Huh. It is my dad. Oh, how weird. Must have changed the rules for Django again.
2 shots, Dad. Little brother, why don't you hang around for a while and I'll show you how it's done.
Thanks for coming round so early.
It's okay, I was, up anyway, doing stuff, you know. You look really, really bad, Frankie.
It's my dad.
What's wrong with him? Have you called a doctor?
He's not ill. He's...
Oh. Right, okay. I mean, I guess we all know that they do it, parents, but it doesn't seem natural, does it? So I guess Anya came back then.
No, that's the thing.
So, who's he,
Morning. Oh, hello. Is this your boyfriend?
Hi.
No, he's just a friend. We're good friends.
Oh, pig of a hangover. He said he wants his breakfast in bed. I said, if you want your breakfast in bed, you should sleep in the kitchen. Oh, he wasn't having any of it. He's very masterful, isn't he?
You've lied to me about my dad for years. You've denied me access, information, everything. And I know why. It's because you were scared I might go off and live with him.
And when he rang at Christmas, Dennis, you didn't want to speak to him.
Yeah, well, that was then and this is now. You couldn't stop me getting to know Woody, and... Oh, getting to know Woody's made me realise I want to find Danny and track him down and get to know him as well.
Dennis...
I'm going to find him, I'm going to get to know him, and if I want to live with him, then I will.
Oh, that's enough.
Oi, I'll save it, I don't want to hear it.
You're going to listen whether you want to or not. Your father left her when you were a tiny little baby. She was in pieces and made a nervous wreck out of her.
Oh, that explains it.
I found her sobbing over a pathetic little note he left. She walked around for weeks afterwards, looking for him, carrying you in her arms.
Did she?
Now, I don't know what was in his head, Dennis, but I'll tell you what it looked like. It looked like he couldn't give a monkey's about you or her.
Oh, that's only what it looked like. You might be all right.
So now you can see why she's so nervous about you meeting Woody. Because it might sound strange, Dennis, but it's because she loves you.
It's been a real education spending a night here with you, you know. Because you know what they say. You know about black blokes. Well, it isn't true in your case, is it? No offence.
Well, none taken. Maybe it's not the size of the organ, but the fact that I was playing in a cathedral.
Hey, don't mind me. I thought the missionary position was doing it in a church. Look, give me a ring when you've cheered up, you grumpy old bear.
Yeah, all right.
Catch you later.
How could you do this, Dad? How could you do this to me? Let her stay the night. It's so embarrassing.
Don't be such a prude.
If you carry on acting like this, then I'm leaving.
Okay.
Well, I mean it, Dad. I will. I'll leave.
Your favourite visitor.
Della.
Hey, how are you?
No, how are you? Are you okay?
Me, yeah, I'm fine. Well, family traumas and stuff, but what's new? Is there something wrong with my hair?
No, nothing.
Oh. So yeah, Dennis is playing the innocent victim again.
You've got to go, Della, leave me.
What? Why?
You might get hurt.
What?
I haven't been through myself recently. You might get hurt badly.
Don't you think I can look after myself, Josh? Don't you think with all the ups and downs of my family, it's taught me anything?
I don't want to be responsible for what happens.
Shouldn't I be the one to decide that? Look, if I think things are getting too heavy, then...
Go, Della. Oh, now! I might really do something.
It's probably for the best, love. It'll do us good to have a bit of a break. I mean, we couldn't carry on like we were living out of each other's pockets. It wasn't healthy. But you see, you may not understand this now, but when you're older, I feel like I've been given a second chance in life, and I've got to grab every opportunity I can. Look, you've got your whole life ahead of you now. Time's running out for me.
You mean you're having a pathetic midlife crisis?
What?
Well, that's what they call it, isn't it, Dad? When middle-aged men start acting like spoilt, selfish adolescents.
Oh, wait, hang on a minute.
OK. So Annie rejected you when you were out in Poland, but...
Don't you mention that name again! That name is out of my life! Out! Do you hear me?
What's happened to you, Dad? What did she do to you to make you change so much?
She let me down. She dumped me, but I'm man enough to admit that. But the point is, Frankie, she did me a favour.
How?
She made me realise that I'm not going to wait around for a woman to make me happy any longer. Look, I'm going to do exactly what I want to do from now on. I'm going to have fun, Frankie, fun. No commitment, no ties, no romance. Just good, selfish fun. I should have done it years ago.
Doesn't sound like there's much room for a daughter there, then.
Of course, there's room. Just as long as there's space. And we'll get on better if there's a little space between us. Anyway, you'll love it over at the breaks.
You know what? I wish he hadn't come back. Because the dad I used to love got left in Poland somewhere. And I hate what you are now. Hate it.
So like my situation with Samuel. He acted so ignorantly before he was in full possession of the facts.
Hi, Uncle Woody.
Ah, Dennis. Your uncle and I have been comparing notes on nephews. I think I'll leave you both to it.
I was worried about you. We didn't get a chance to finish our little talk, did we?
Yeah, well, it's all right. I've been given a bit more information. Well, let's just say I understand a bit more.
That's good. Listen, Dennis, when me and your dad fell out, and it was a long time ago, mate. I mean, we really did fall out. And I honestly haven't seen him since.
Look, it's cool, and I'm fine.
But you see, that don't stop me and you seeing a little bit of each other, does it? Why don't I give you my mobile number? Give us a ring if you fancy going down the valley to watch Charlton. Nice one.
Good place to sweat off a few pounds, eh? And have a bit of a powwow. Ooh. I'm going to come straight out with this. I know I was no good to you when you were a kid. I know I let you down badly. Though I never stopped thinking about you. And after your mother... I did everything I could to save her, you know that, don't you? And you see, your grandparents convinced me that it was best for them to bring you up. I never stopped feeling bad about it, but after you turned up, I started to feel that you were so mad at me that you had it in for me in some way. Crazy, eh? That's how worried I've been. But we've been getting on a lot better lately, haven't we? Oh, it's hotting up in here. Would you say we've been making progress?
Can you take a bit more heat, Charlie?
Yeah. I love it, I love it. I'll have to climb it in Singapore.
Yeah?
Yeah. So what do you reckon, Django? Do you think things are getting better between us now?
I think it's a good idea to talk about you and me.
Good, good. I'll tell you what, it's getting too much even for me. And I love the heat.
If you don't want to carry on talking, then... I'd say we're doing pretty good right now.
At last. So, we can put the past behind us, eh?
Ooh, I wouldn't go that far, Charlie. Some say it's only in death when we truly put the past behind us.
Now, Josh, I know things have been difficult for you recently, but I've just seen Della, and she seemed rather upset.
Because I told her to go away.
But why, Josh?
Because I'm not sure of what I'm capable of. I'm not sure I can be trusted round her. Last night I came back with this. I can't even remember it.
It's not true, Josh. I was outside your room. You never left it. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Josh, but my son hasn't been exactly honest with you. Last night, after you passed out, you didn't go anywhere, but Ryan went away. Came back and put those things near you. Then when you came to, he convinced you that you must have harmed Della in some way. He was lying about all of it.
But why,
I wish I knew. But I'm sorry to say my son can't be trusted, Josh, and I'm not sure that you should trust him anymore.
Mum, I suppose I want to say that I'm sorry.
Oh, baby boy, come here. Oh, it's okay, darling. Look, I'm sorry too, because I was just scared, you know, that he might lead you to your father, and look, it's only because I'm trying to protect you.
Do I remind you of him?
Dennis, look, I'm really sorry, darling, but I can't.
Oh, Mum, you've got to realise that, I mean, if he ever shows up, I still might want to meet him. You can't prevent me from doing that.
I know, baby. And I won't, right?
I mean, there's nothing against you. I mean, I'm not ungrateful. It's not I don't like you or nothing. I mean, both of you.
Ooh, I need to sit down.
Well, anyway, I'm glad you're not running away, because you know what? I need you more than ever now, hmm?
Yeah, well, I'm afraid you're stuck with me.
Oh, well, I guess I'll manage somehow. Oh.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Here we are. A bit more privacy up here, isn't there?
For what? You're setting me up again.
How did you find out?
Never mind. Why did you do it, Ryan?
It was a test. And you passed it. Well done.
You lied.
That's not the issue. I can do whatever I like. You owe me your life, remember?
I know. But how do you expect me to repay you?
Ah, well, I'm still working on that, but I'll let you know very soon.
Tears will fall. It's better to